What's up? Hey everyone. Hi, I'm back. Sorry, I had to upload it and I had to delete those for just some technical difficulties and just not prepared. I'm back. What's going on? Hi everyone. So, uh there's no one here in the chat, but we are going to upload this video. I'm back. It is another day with Kim Ainari, and you have landed at Paradigm Theories. Welcome, everyone. Hi. So I thought I would hop on for just a tad bit. It's not going to be a really long live video. I had some, as I look on my phone. Oh, very, very good. Let me just text my sister-in-law really quick. Thanks, love. Apologize about this. We are live, and I'm texting my sister-in-law to tell her thank you. We had a very important thing that her son had to do for my son. So anyway, that's all taken care of. So hey everybody, what's going on? Don't know what I did. Oh, here it is. So yes, Paradigm Theories. This is Kim Ainari, and what's happening today? So I was checking out Weaponized with Jeremy Corbell and George Knapp, and you know what? It was a good show. It was really, really good, and I so appreciate Jeremy and George because they are really coming through on letting us kind of keeping us really up to date of what's going on with the unidentified phenomena, all the projects and all the legislation that has not gone through, right? So I'm trying to figure out why that is not happening at this time. So I think more movement is going to be coming through probably for hopefully next month. And yes, I am into UFOs, and this is Paradigm Theories is really eclectic when it comes to topics and subjects and different knowledges. And I really like to get into that. And that's what my channel is all about. And so I had a chance to really kind of go in on and kind of think about what Jeremy was and George, what they're doing, these whistleblowers that email them. And, they had to vet all these people and they really have to look at all these videos. I'm sure they get thousands. I don't know how they do it. They must have an army somewhere back there. And because I know that with Jeremy, George has a job. He's on Channel 8 News and here in Las Vegas. And so Jeremy has real estate. He's doing his thing and doing documentaries. And I really feel that all these people are really helping us that are into this UAP, which I believe is for real. I don't think it's something is with our government and other governments. I feel it's definitely an anomaly that has been visiting this planet, who knows, for tens of thousands, maybe millions of years, and they're checking up on us and swooping down and showing their stuff off, right? So yesterday, I took some notes, and I didn't know our Vice President, J.D. Vance, is really obsessed with the UFO issue, and this is good. So J.D. Vance is probably the most busiest guys out there, and if he can just come around, right, and be a little bit more proactive with keeping the world informed, not just here in the United States, of really what does our government or really what does he feel is going on, right? And if that doesn't happen, guys, if more stuff is you know how the delays happen, and we are just coming on board, and we're just so incensed that our government doesn't really move it along. Like, we need some more whistleblowers. We need some more congressional hearings, in my opinion, right? Drinking some tea today, and I'm going to move this down a little bit. So, yeah, so I just feel that, you know, that would help us a lot, right? To at least give us some hope. That's what I'm hoping for. So I'm kind of looking, because he had Joe Murgia, that UFO Joe guy, and he actually lives here in Vegas. He's really, I don't follow him, but I know of him, and he has really been um, talking to so many, like, whistleblowers and Jeremy and George and other people. We're just trying to figure out what is going on in this world, right? I'm talking about UFOs. That's exactly what I'm talking about. So Joe was on. Danny Silva. I've heard of Danny Silva, and I believe I follow him on here on YouTube. I think I follow almost over 200 podcasts or more. And I don't really delete or unfollow anyone, because I will come back around again. So, all you people that haven't or unfollowed me in the past 5 days, I don't know why. It would help if you would tell me why. On my profile, or I believe I have an email. You can always email me and ask me. You know, I'm just busy and I'm not always on here. But so Danny Silva, and he had Ryan Robbins, UFO Jesus, who I follow, but I haven't really been paying attention to, because there's just so much to watch and see, right? There's so many podcasts to listen to. There's just not enough time on my days off or time in the day. So what they were saying was the UAP disclosure. This is from Weaponized. This is Jeremy Corbell and George Knapp. This is their YouTube channel podcast. Has not been passed. They are wishing for more whistleblower hearings. I would love to actually have that to happen before the end of the year. And I don't know who Representative Burleson is. So if anybody knows, leave me a comment, because I'm not sure. But he seems to be in the forefront, and he's always expressing that more transparency needs to happen within our government. And I'm inclined to agree with him. So while I move my mic out of the way, let's see what's happening on X. And if you guys want to follow me on X, you can. I'm at Inari with 2 N's, INNARI. And you can find me there. It is public. And so you can follow me there if you like. That is really just, my feed is just full of a lot of different, of course, followers and things like that. And so this is funny, because I'm just talking about Weaponized, right? So I want to get back. Let me see if my feed will bring that back. I'm going to find it, because that was Sean Ryan, and I did not. Let me bring his profile up, because I do follow him. Now, what's interesting is spelled. What's interesting, he had Representative Luna on. And so this is great. I mean, I need to watch that, to be honest with you. So we know in the UFO world, we know about Representative Luna. She's all for us, even Tim Burchett. So if we could have more people, I know there's a lot going on in our world, and we could just have more congressmen and women, Senate, House, representatives to really talk about what the heck is happening in our size, that would be really great, right? Um, let's see what's trending. Let's see what's trending right now. So Adidas is trending. Kennedy Center. So there's a few. Drake is trending. I don't know half these people. Gene Simmons. Do you know that I actually massaged Gene Simmons when I worked at Wynn Spa? That's been so many years. I actually massaged him, and he used a different name, and I couldn't tell. I loved Kiss, and I couldn't tell who it was. His hair was different, and yeah, I did. I'm not going to say any more about that. I'm going to zip it, and because I do sign non-disclosure agreements when I work at these hotel casino spas, and yeah, I really would like to go say something, but I'm not. But anyway, that's kind of wild, and he's trending right now on X. Interesting. Yeah, I think he and Kiss is being inducted, or something's going on with the Kennedy Center, right? With the band Kiss, and yeah, I'll say no more. It's a small world. Anyway, so guys, what else is going on? What's up? Uh, I wanted to come back on to kind of let you guys know that I am here. I do think about you guys. Um, I was wanting to watch a few more things on. Does anybody? I'm sure there's a lot of people on here that watch Netflix. I don't know. I love the show Wednesday. I think it's hysterical, and Miss Ortega, she does an amazing. She's such a great actress, and they have they have such a great cast, and it's just well written, and it's just funny. And so, to kind of take my mind off of things or whatever, I try not to get heavy into or at all on my channel talking about politics and stuff. So I do watch that show, and I think it's hysterical. And we got 4 more episodes left, and I think it's coming out next month, which is right around the corner, which is cool. What else? What else? Let me see what else is happening. So yeah, let me see what's happening on YouTube. So I dropped a link to Weaponize. This was yesterday. I think this came out. Weaponize came out. Was it yesterday or 2 days ago? I didn't get a chance to watch, but I watched it this morning. Also, I also subscribe to the Apollo Detectives. I don't know if y'all are into that particular podcast. I'm in support. They just there's like so many people that are on there that just really lay it out about the Apollo moon missions, and so I'll drop their link down when I get off of here. They're interesting. Oh my goodness. Yes, I did watch this yesterday. This is another reason why I try not to stay on too long. So, Jesse Michaels, um, really cool channel. Really, really cool. It's called American Alchemy, and he just did a whole video that he uploaded. It was yesterday. It's called Alien Mummies Found in Peru, DNA Test Revealed, exclusive documentary. He actually went to Peru and had American scientists and all kinds of different people to really go in. He actually saw the mummies. Now he's saying alien mummies. That's in his title, but are they? They're not made out of some kind of animal. But he really talks about what the heck is really going on down there. And I really I'm going to recommend him because this channel is amazing, and he did his diligence on the Peru mummies. And I'm this is just me, my opinion. And these mummies were, I believe they were human and another genetics that maybe fell by the wayside in the past couple of thousands of years. And they, I don't think they were strong enough to live because they were definitely be walking this earth at this time. But I feel it was a strain of DNA that was just alien. And they proved it, that they were human and something else. And so to have half and half of something that is no longer within the gene at this time fascinates me. Fascinates me. Like, how did they live? Where did they live? They lived in Peru. Did you actually was everybody born in Peru? There was this cave with hundreds of these mummies, and they had like 3 fingers. Like, what the heck? And their toes and their slit eyes and elongated skulls. And that to me just fascinates me, right? I think elongated skulls are still around. I actually knew a guy that had an elongated skull and smart as heck. He had a PhD. I mean, so I don't know if that with anybody with an elongated skull has a brain like that, but this was not somebody. Jesse proved on his channel the difference between when a baby is born and they're wrapping the baby's skull to make it long, because you could actually see the binding. On these particular mummies, they didn't have that. They were born like that. And I think King Tut was born with an elongated skull, you know. And so what does that all mean? I don't know. I really believe they walked the earth, obviously, these mummies, and then they died off. Something happened. They didn't live long. But I wonder what they brought. What did they bring to the table? Did they leave anything over there in Peru? Because Peru is a really mysterious country. There's so many things that, I mean, my gosh, when you think about mummies, there's the Egyptian mummies, right? And then you think of Peru and you have the Aztec or Mayan lions. They know how they made the Aztec lions. I mean, we just know how they were made. But the thing is, we didn't know about them until we started to get in a plane and flew over there. And I believe it wasn't until 1910 or 19, somewhere around there, that the Wright brothers came along. And it wasn't until somebody flew over this part of Peru and actually saw the Aztec lines. Why would the Peruvians be making lines that only you could see in the sky? Oh my gosh, guys, come on. You know, when I think about, I mean, they obviously had visitors, right? They obviously saw things. We're always looking up. Humans, we always look up. We always look up to the sky if we can get outside. I always say, get outside and look up. Hey, everybody. There's more people joining. I see you guys. Come into the chat. Say hi. So obviously when you look up, I know I live in Vegas. There's so much light source. I'd have to drive 40 minutes outside of Las Vegas in order to see the Milky Way. I just don't know what the Milky Way looks like until I get about the city lights here. It's just so bright. It's kind of crazy, right? So those that don't have a humongous light source, where lots of hotel casinos blowing up our sky, we can't see anything, you are very lucky. But um, there are people that capture things here in Las Vegas, and Stephen Bassett, and there's been other people that that videotape things, that they see things. And I love the fact that I've been to a few conventions, um, and I want to go next year to more. To they're not just UFO conventions; they have other type of people there. And when you get entertained, oh, and congrats! I'm like, when you get entertained by these people that have written tons of books and have uh, talked to a lot of pilots and other people that have witnessed things that just don't make sense, right? They are talking and writing about their experiences, and it's compiled in a book, and it's given to the world, and we have to decide if what I'm reading is true. What you're showing me in a photograph is actually, that's what it is. Now we all have phones. They say keep your phone out, take those pictures, and you know just go on Reddit, go on X or wherever, and just give it out to us so we can check it out, or send it to Jeremy Corbell, right? Jeremy, I don't know how he does. His email is, he's got to have a staff of people to go through those emails, because a lot of it is fake stuff. And how can you pull out things that is real? But you got to look at each one. I feel our government drops stuff on Reddit. I feel that even here on YouTube, I feel like they drop a lot of videos and photographs, and we're going to come out and we're going to say ooh ah, or maybe try to debunk it. And I think they just want to see the reaction. Supposedly our government is like, what, 30-40 years out on aircraft that is just going to be out of this world. Yeah, I feel they're working on stuff, and they're perfecting it, and it's going to come out. They test stuff like that. They do that all the time. I think it's okay. I do. They just can't really come out and say, oh, we just built this and we're flying over the desert and somebody caught it on their camera or phone, and they think it's a UFO. That's happened, I'm sure, quite often. And the drones that are out there, right? So what was I going to say? So do you guys watch News Nation? Which I love, right? It's just so many great stories on there. And I like it because they really talk about unidentified phenomena. They do. They talk about the area phenomena, and they just bring in people that you and I probably follow on our social media. And it just blows me away when they do that. I'm like, wait, I just started following that guy like 5 years ago, and now he's on News Nation. So I'm so happy that that is happening. And also Richard Dolan, who I've actually met. Let's see if I can bring him up on X. He's a really great guy, and he so his handle on X is Richard Dolan Intelligent Disclosure. And so this is amazing, because they're going to be Richard has joined Bryce on his show on YouTube, and it's called The Stellar Productions. And so Richard is going to be co-hosting. which I think is great. I met him at a actual UFO convention in Laughlin, Nevada, and he was the nicest guy. And so he's written tons of books um, on even unidentified submarine, like what is going through our waters. But so the whole mystery of this planet is amazing. It keeps my interest, right? But so check out. I'll put a link down to Stellar Productions, and you guys can go ahead and follow. He's already got 66,000 subscribers, and let's just keep it going on helping our people that are trying to help us bring more information on to the world about what they feel is real. And if UFOs are real, which I believe they are, we need to know. I don't think it's a bad thing. I really don't think it's a bad thing to for us to learn that we have something flying in the sky that can't be identified. So I don't know if anybody else has been hearing about. Let's see if I can bring this up. That comet, A1 Atlas, isn't that something? So Oumuamua was discovered in Hawaii, and it came into our solar system, and then it left. So now we have this other one that is heading toward us, which they're just like, what? It's a comet, or is it? Or is it an alien comet that is going to go and visit us? They're saying it's in the constellation of Cancer. I'm reading this on the sky. So what do we think this is, guys? What do you think this is? And it's ginormous. It's larger than Oumuamua. And I think I put up on X that I'm not sure they even know when it's coming through because it's being observed in all these different places that have these telescopes, these powerful telescopes. Hawaii, I think, was first discovered in Chile. Now it's they're observing it over Greenwich, over the UK at this time. So it's interesting because it's in the constellation of Cancer, and we just left that astrological sign, right? We're into Leo. And so I'm not quite sure what to think about it. Is it going to swoop by? Is it going to swoop by enough that we'll all be able to see it with our eyes? That would be amazing. But it came from interstellar, which is outside our solar system. So they're determining it's millions and millions of years old. And it's going to check us out. And so I think it's coming in and around, it's going to be closest to the sun in and around October. They got their eye on it. I just find that fascinating because it doesn't happen all the time. And Oumuamua, I think, was back in 2017 or something like that, right? It's just like coming through. Or just like, what in the world? Let me see when. Yeah, Oumuamua came in 2017. Yeah. And so this is the next. They've had another one, I think, in between. But this one is just so ginormous. It's like making its way into our solar system. How long do you think it's going to stay? They feel it's not going to stay that long. It's like it's going to come in, say hi, and bye. Woo! That's amazing. That's so cool. What else is happening, guys? Come in the chat. You guys, come through. I'm seeing what else is out there. So hold on. Yeah, so I will put some of those links up, and you guys can check out Bryce and Richard. Congrats, Richard, on being the new co-host of Stellar Productions. I think that's awesome. Darcy Weir Films. I follow Darcy Weir. I follow him on Instagram. He's also giving accolades to Jesse Michaels. I just think if you guys are into mummies and the mummies from Peru, you need to check it out. So he's coming. He's on X. Darcy Weir giving accolades to Jesse. He did a good job. Good job. Man, and they're coming out. I talked about on my other video, the long one yesterday, which would have been the 12th of August, about Wikipedia. I don't trust everything that's put on Wikipedia, especially, I just don't. Now, like I said, I had a humongous argument with someone who believes that Wikipedia is everything, especially maybe along the lines of science and things like that, but dealing with human beings, and you are putting up there about someone that is alive and well, and anybody can make a Wikipedia on someone and just lie about them. I don't really trust Wikipedia. So I'm looking at George Knapp. And for those who don't know who George Knapp is, he's a newscaster on Channel 8 News. He is the one that broke the story about Area 51 back in the day because nobody knew about it. We love George Knapp. He's in his 70s, and he does Weaponized with Jeremy Corbell. And so right now, George Knapp is on X asking for transparency from Wikipedia. I think Wikipedia needs to be sued by so many people. And I'm sure there's probably some lawsuits going on how they gather information on people and things. So Gary Nolan, who I love and I follow, is also complaining how Wikipedia doesn't guarantee there's no way to vet all of the information that they have on Wikipedia. So my thing is, got to vet another way, guys. Don't always go to Wikipedia. Find other ways to find your information, because I just don't trust that. I don't. So Anna Paulina Luna, yes. She's amazing. She just went on the Joe Rogan show. So I know you guys know about Joe Rogan, and I'm not sure what she dropped on there, but I want to save this, because maybe I can watch that later on tonight. So a lot of people don't like Joe Rogan, but he does have some really cool people on that I like. And so I want to know, hopefully she's going to drop some information on UFOs and things like that. Have you guys heard of Colossal Biosciences? Colossal Biosciences. Blah, say that fast. I follow them on X and also on YouTube. And they brought the direwolves back that were made famous in a Game of Thrones. So what do you guys think of that? You know, they're genetically able to do that. They brought the direwolf back. Isn't that something? I think that's really cool. So are they going to bring a dinosaur back? They might. You know, we're able to do this. That's amazing to me. So Colossal Biosciences, pretty cool company. And they're doing their thing. Let me see what else, guys. Yeah, so I'm not going to be too long on this live. Oh, shoot. Yes, I've missed Skinwalker Ranch. I think it's coming on tonight. I got to see if I watched it last week. So I think they're wrapping up their series for, I think we only have a few more episodes left. This could be the last one. I'm not sure. So I love Skinwalker Ranch. Brandon Frugal Fugel, excuse me, Brandon Fugel, doing an excellent job, right? Getting the right scientist in there to explore. People think, oh, they're not doing anything, but just, I'm like, you're kidding me. They're doing so much on that ranch. It's just on that ranch. They're seeing stuff all the time. They don't even know what the heck that mountain is made of. Is it a meteor? Is it something like, what is it? Like, what is coming out of some of the water over there? They dig and they pull out this green gunk. Like, what is happening over there at Skinwalker Ranch in Utah? So I need to watch that episode because I want to see what else they have discovered. So that's another thing too, guys. So watch Skinwalker Ranch. Other than that, the news is kind of slow. Not too much is going on. It's a slow, kind of slow news days, right? I'm not quite sure what else to talk about. And thank you all for stopping in. We are at 36 minutes and 10 seconds on this live broadcast. Please like and subscribe. You guys can go ahead and comment. Let me know of anything that interests you. I will have to edit this live and upload it so I can put some links down for you of the things that I've talked about. Excuse me. I will be coming back next week. I go back to work tomorrow. So thank you everyone for stopping in, and we'll see where these hashtags will go, see if anybody else will check out my videos. Love to all of you. Make sure you stay safe, be good to yourself and others. And you can also email me anytime. And if you want to come in and talk about things, I eventually would love to have call-ins. I don't know how. I just got to see how that works without having a humongous bill. But it would be fun to talk to you guys live, and just to see what's out there instead of me going on and trying to find things to talk about. But anyway, I'm going to end the stream. You guys take great care of yourselves. Thank you for stopping by. I'm going to finish my tea, and I'm going to probably watch Skinwalker Ranch and catch up with that. I'm going to listen to Joe Rogan with our representative Anna Luna to see if she had anything new to bring to the table. And yeah, let's just keep it going. All right, guys, take care of yourselves. I will be back sometime next week, day off. So remember that, my day off. And I'll come back then and drop some more fun things. All right, guys. Love to you all. Take care. All right. Bye.